Okay, welcome to the next Blender tutorial. So today we're going to be doing some funky text with the use of shadows. So I'm going to go ahead and scale this down, and then S for scale to scale this up. So this is going to be our temporary wall. And what I'm going to do is let's go ahead and we'll add some text in here. So we'll go to add, and then we've got text at the top right here. Completely forgot to turn on the screencasting keys. Alright, so let's go with R for rotate to make sure this stands up straight, so 90 degrees, and R for rotate. Actually, you know what, we're going to need this going straight down, so let's go with Z right there. Alright, so let's go with data at the side, which should be the big green A. And we're going to go with geometry, just offset that geometry just ever so slightly, and then I will go with extrude just on these little text right here. So once we've got something like this, we can go ahead and pick a font. Now usually you can't really see what my font's doing on the side, but you generally want a font that's quite bold, that can go on the side of a building that you would generally see. So I'm going to go with BN Machine Regular right here. So we've got something like this, and what we can do now is we need to make sure that this is going downwards. So you've got horizontal, and then you've got all these at the side right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mosey myself on over, because I'm kind of in the way, and stick myself in the way in the middle. It's kind of hard to put myself somewhere sometimes. Hold on, I'm trying to just, it won't allow me to shrink myself for some reason, so I'm going to be up here. Hi. You know, just like right there. Alright, so so you guys can see the settings, and I'm barely visible. We'll go ahead and we'll change some of this. Now, you've got different types of things here. So you've got center, you've got flush, you've got justify, all that kind of stuff. I'm just going to pull this out to the side right here. I'm going to go with the center just to begin with this, and let's go ahead and start adding this text. So if we have this one right here, generally you can do this downwards, but to be honest with you, if we do this individually, we can kind of make something. So I'm going to go with the T next to the wall right here. Press G, bring this across. And I'm going to go ahead and add in, let's go with a cube. Shrink this down. And shrink this down this way as well. We'll press G, we'll bring this up just slightly. So now we've got the T, and we've got the background that's holding onto the wall right here. And let's see. We'll press G, we'll move this in. I'm going to put in a cylinder. R for rotate at 90 degrees, and you just essentially want to make some nice little poles that are holding onto the text. So I would suggest 2 poles really, holding onto the text in its entirety, so it kind of looks neat. So we could go something like that. Make them quite thin and long, as such, so that you can see the text. Let's go with Shift D, move this up. Alright, so we've got the T, we need the E, so let's go ahead and copy this. So we're going to have text, so we're going to need 4 of these. Right. Alright, so make the background a little bit wider. You can go ahead and select these, bring these up, so they sit and fit onto here. Maybe make it longer if you need to. And press G right there. Alright, so now we're going to take this E right here. Let's change this to an E. Sorry, take the T and change it to an E. Let me know, I can get my words out today. And then we'll go ahead with an X as such. If your poles are kind of sticking out the side or in the middle right there, you could go ahead and just change that. So we can take these 2 poles. Just press G, bring these back as such. So now you have this nice little text coming through. So when we've got the lighting that comes onto this, you see the lighting's coming through right there, but I'll show you what we need it to look like. So we currently have the text like this, but this reads backwards. We need this reading forwards for the effect. So what we're going to do is take this, we'll go half rotate, and we'll go at 180. So now we have text on the wall. So it's completely backwards on the wall itself, but we can now see it over here. So this is kind of a neat little trick that you can do. It stands out quite a lot. I've seen this on some buildings in my area. And essentially, if you get this to lean at the correct angle for lighting, you can see what's going on right here. So this is great for hotel as well. So you could go ahead and say copy all of this, just get rid of that cube at the back. We could go see how the lighting changes there. So you're going to want the lights in a certain place. So we could go, let's try that again. With G, bring this up. I'm just going to go ahead and bring this wall up. You can see how the lighting changes on this one as well. We could go ahead to the shading tab and add in a brick texture if you wanted that. So we could take the text, we could go add brick. Usually I would do the brick texture on the base color, but the IOR is like really cool for this. You have like a nice little texture in the back right there, kind of coming down, and then we could do with a bump kind of thing. Bump to height, and then just increase your distance and increase your filter. You can have something like that. And then the layout section right here, if I just go ahead and take down let's go to materials, take down the metallic, so you want to up the roughness. You now have something like this. Or we could just give that kind of a little bit of a background right there. Alright, so it depends where the lighting is. For you to make this a bit clearer. As such, so you could have something like that and then give it some more power so it defines it a little bit more. Totally up to you what you want to do with it. But yeah, nice little neat thing that you can do for the side of a building. So if you guys like the tutorial, please like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.